The men and women at Station Cape Cod Canal are constantly striving to live up to the Coast Guard motto, Semper Paratus, always prepared, by studying and striking new rates. Training and studying takes up a large portion of the day.
One of the things that the United States Coast Guard does is we have a mentoring type program. We have an apprentice and a master style training program. And I look at, as I came up through the Coast Guard and the people that I work for who got me to be where I am today, and a couple of which are still around and working, what they've given me, I in turn try to give to the people below me. 20 years ago, I was the guy that, like you said, went out and did the rescues. You have a lot more control of what's going to happen when you're in charge of the boat or the operation that's happening out there. In my role as the officer in charge, I don't have that control anymore in the sense of when we're on scene actually doing the case. The things I do control are making sure that we're operationally ready to do the mission, that we have the people trained to go out and have the tools, per se, in their training bag to know what the situation is going to bring and how they're going to do it. Making sure that the maintenance and everything else is done on the boats. And those are the things that I have control over back here. You're worried about what the men and women who are stationed with you, are they ready to do the mission? Can they do the mission? And when we sign a letter, or I sign the letter saying that they're ready to go do that mission, I feel very strongly that they're going to do it successfully, safely, and enjoy what they're doing.
Not all duties in the Coast Guard are on the water. Storekeeper Jason Williams spends his days keeping the station financially sound.
I'm a storekeeper. I do all the finance and procurement for the station. When I first got out of boot camp, I went on a cutter out of Kodiak, where I kind of saw what the storekeepers on that cutter did, and I enjoyed it. I like the paperwork, I like the ordering, I like money, definitely, and you know, it kept them busy, and I just enjoyed it. So I did a lot of other things as I was striking SK, but I think I really enjoyed that the most.
Now the noon meal is being served on the mess deck. Chiefs, first class, watch reliefs to the head of the line.
When you're mess cooking, you do not do your other duty. You're here, I come in at 6 in the morning to make coffee, set up breakfast, all that good stuff. And then I leave about 5 o'clock, 5:30, after I'm done cleaning up after dinner. I miss being out on the water, but it's nice to be able to go home to my wife every night, you know. Only having one day off kind of stinks, but, you know, going home makes up for it.
Search and rescue is our primary mission. Now with this new introduction of the Homeland Security, our second mission is Homeland Security.
After 9/11, all our lives changed. I mean, and everything that we do and everything that we think of. Even looking at how many years later that we've moved away from 9/11, it is still a significant event for the Coast Guard, for the military, for our communities and everything else. Never before have we felt so threatened in our own backyard when you look at the attacks on New York. And if you look at a place like the Canal or the Cape and Islands, you go, oh, geez, you know, that's a real secure, kind of safe spot. But I don't think terrorists look at it that way. I think they look at it as, you know, is there a vulnerable spot that will get me some high profile? We here at the Canal are charged with taking care of our area of responsibility and making sure that the American public feels safe, sees that we're out showing the United States flag, showing that we're trying to take care of this general area, and it's been quite a job to do.
The duty sections become like a family and share special events, including that tradition of the Flying Santa.
The Flying Santa has been around for a long time. I knew they did it, and I asked them, well, how about stopping off at the canal? A Santa get some presents together for us, and if everybody seems like they're doing a good job and behaving, the children, they'll send Santa down. He lands in our front yard and comes in and spends about an hour with us, has a little snack, and hands out some gifts to the kids.
Every minute of every day, the men and women of the U.S. Coast Guard are preparing and training for the next rescue call and keeping our waterways safe. It's more than a job, it's a way of life.
Just being able to have that personal level, knowing that you've actually made a difference, that you've helped somebody. That's a good feeling to wake up with or go to sleep with.
There's some days when you're out there searching and searching. A boat may have sunk offshore, and I've been on several ships, and they send you out there and you're searching for days and you don't come up with something. You know, you don't know those families, but you hurt for those families. You just imagine it's somebody in your family. That's what keeps you looking. You know, you're saying, well, if this was my brother, my sister, my parents, my aunt, uncle, whatever it would be, I would not take my eyes off the water. I would look as much as I could to get that best picture that we do. And I think that's what most Coast Guard people do. They imagine it as, well, what would I want to do if it was my family? What would I do if it was a family member? And it's an awesome feeling when you do get the save. It's heartbreaking when you don't.
I love what the Coast Guard stands for. Search and rescue, basically we're out there to help people, rescue people.
There's a certain amount of respect and everything else that goes with actually serving your country. It's a noble job.